Hey y'all, my name is Nat. I hope you're having a terrific day today, and for this video we are going to be doing the book cover telephone tag. Alright, before you get into anything bookish, make sure to hit like and subscribe down below, as well as tell me in the comments, were you any good at telephone as a kid? I was not. Anyway, so this is the book cover telephone tag game. I was tagged to do this by Mel at a book fiend named Mel. I'll put a link to her video in the cards up above. However, this tag was originally created by Reading Riley, and I'll put a link to her video in the description down below. So basically, if you ever played telephone as a kid, that is kind of what you're going for. It's just in book cover form. So you are given one book from the previous tag. In this case, Mel's last book was With a Fire on High by 𝗖cie když, and then I have to take some element from this cover and find another cover that works with it and continue with that 10 times until I get my final book. I love doing these sorts of challenge games, so I'm gonna go through and tag some people. I did not prepare for this, so I'm very sorry if you've already done this. Let's go with Katie's All Booked, Ray at Bookmark Chronicles, and Lola's La La Land. All of those ladies will be linked in the description. Definitely recommend giving them a follow. Okay, so now into the actual game. As I said, Mel's final book was With the Fire on High by 𝗖cie když, so I have to find some book that's similar to this. I think I'm going to try and stick with my actual shelves, and I will allow myself to pick from my TBR as well. I did not prepare for this, so I'm going to have a lot of time lapses. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with 𝗖cie by Vaishnavi Patel. This is on my TBR, but I'm choosing this one because of like the profile face style that this and With the Fire on High have, so that's how I connected that. Really tried to go for the fruit, but I don't think I have anything with fruit on it. You know, we're just gonna leave this here for the time being while I try and find the next one that sort of connects to this. So from 𝗖cie, I think I'm gonna go with The Rules of Magic by Alice Hoffman, because this also has a face. Obviously this is more silhouette, this is more head-on. Both faces, and they both have these like gold accents. This one is kind of hard to see, but there are these like gold shimmer throughout the entire cover. Yes. Okay, so from The Rules of Magic, I took the flower and a face, and I had to go with Horrid by Katrina Leno. I mean, like, it was just the obvious connection here. Anytime I think of flowers over faces, I think of this cover, and I really appreciate that the style is very popular with horror books lately. I just read The Haunting of Alejandra, and that one has the same sort of cover, also a horror book. Shame I don't own that one, but I had an arc of it, so, you know. You know, now that I look at it, actually, I could have even used this one for the first one because this font is very similar to With a Fire on High. But anyway. So from Horrid, I picked up Juniper and Thorn by Ava Reid. Both of these have women with their face slightly obstructed, so that's how we got there. Also, they're both horror books. This is YA horror, this is fantastical gothic horror, so sort of connect. So then from Juniper and Thorn, I kind of went with like the border and the overall art style with like a lot of florals and nature pieces as accents to The Sinister Mystery of the Mesmerizing Girl. Honestly, probably any book in the series would have worked for this one, but I feel like the color scheme works best here. Actually, I don't know, maybe the green would work here. It doesn't matter. Anyway. But yeah, I felt like all of the little accents, and this one sort of does the border thing. It's like not quite the same, but sort of similar. So I'm connecting this one with the woman, a weapon, and then like this symbols on this one lead more to Egyptian, but that is a part of the Middle East, which does connect with We Hunt the Flame by 𝗖cie když, seeing as how this is a desert-based fantasy. There's a little bit of connection there. We also have a woman, again, and though it's not a gun, she does have arrows, so we also have a weapon. Maybe I just really wanted to put this book in here. Probably. Once again, is it possible I'm just using this book because I want to? Strong possibility. But from We Hunt the Flame, I got The Wolf and the Woodsman by Ava Reed because, you know, both of them are showcasing silhouettes of women with some sort of a hood over them. I mean, this one's less of a silhouette because you can see her face, but this one's definitely a silhouette, but her wolf skin is, it's like a hood, so yeah. Also, they both utilize blue a lot on the cover. Can I get this one to stay up? Maybe not. Oh, ha, we're good. So now from The Wolf and the Woodsman, I used like the red and these kind of like ominous looking trees in the background to get to Hell Followed With Us by Andrew Joseph White, because this also just looks very ominous overall. But actually, now that I look at it, there's also like another deeper connection between these two, but this one doesn't have it on the cover, and I think it's a little spoilery to talk about it in either book, but there is another connection here. I just can't really mention it. For Hell Followed With Us, I went with like one person being the focal point of the art piece, and kind of like sort of the monochromatic colorization. Obviously, like this isn't monochromatic, but like it's very limited in color, similar to 𝗖cie, obviously. Yeah, that's how we got here. Very different color schemes though. Okay, so finally, from 𝗖cie, I once again stuck with like the main focal point being one individual plus the very simplistic color scheme, and I got 𝗖cie by Courtney Summers. And it's such a shame that I have to stop at 10 here because I actually have another one I could have gone with off of this, and like I was very proud that I made that connection already, but here we are. Okay, so for me, I started with 𝗖cie by Vaishnavi Patel and ended with 𝗖cie by Courtney Summers. And honestly, I don't think I did a good enough job because I feel like you could still find similarities in these two. But c'est la vie. Maybe I just have a certain type of cover that I enjoy, which is kind of true. I do have a particular type of cover I enjoy, but I wouldn't really say either of these are a perfect representation of it. I don't know why I'm explaining this away. All right, so for the three lovely ladies that I tagged at the beginning, your starting book is gonna be 𝗖cie by Courtney Summers. All right, y'all, so that is it for today. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. I really appreciate it. Make sure to hit like and subscribe down below. I have all my socials as well as a few ways you can support me linked in the description. I come out with videos on Monday and Friday, but until then, I hope you continue to have a terrific day. Love you, bye!